We are back in the kitchen this morning learning how to make some really delicious ice cream desserts. And the great thing about these is that not only do they really taste real good, but they're also really easy to make, which is kind of the name of the game in your kitchen at least.
Yeah, we're going to make mud pie next, and we can do everything with homemade ice cream and homemade crust, but it's 115 out. I am not turning my oven on.
Right.
So I purchased just a store-bought Oreo crust, and we're using that as our base.
Okay.
And for ours, we're going to use coffee ice cream, and we're going to use cookies and cream ice cream. And then between the layers, we're just going to use some fudge sauce that you buy at your grocery store and some toasted nuts, and we're going to chop up some Oreo cookies.
Oreos.
So it's really, really simple.
Okay, well then I'll start crunching these.
So you can use whatever flavors you want, but these, boy, she's got some frustration she's taking on. But these are my favorite flavors. And you can use regular or light ice cream, it doesn't matter. Coffee ice cream can be hard to find, so sometimes I was going
to say, I've never even heard of that.
Oh yeah, sometimes I can find it in the light ice cream, which I try to get, but this week I couldn't. So this is regular full fat. And then we'll save the day because our
no
cookies...
judgment here, just in case you were wondering.
And the cookies and cream ice cream is low fat. So, you know, if you don't want to have all the big heavy stuff, just you can get what kind you like. All right, so we're going to start out by just putting a layer of, in this case, the coffee ice cream down.
Okay.
You got that smashed?
I got it ready.
Okay. Then we're going to take, hold on a minute, we're going to take a little bit of fudge, and usually it's a little melty, but, you know, we're not adding any more melty to today's, since it's so hot out. So I'm just going to kind of put a little bit on. It doesn't matter how it looks because we're going to put another layer on top of it anyway.
Okay.
And yeah, just kind of.
Teamwork.
But again, usually at home I would have it so it spreads a little bit better. Okay. Then take about half of those cookies. She took 4 Oreo cookies and smashed them. So put about half of them on.
So I just want to know, in the control room back there, all the people that make this show come to life, are you guys just fixated on this screen? You must be. Yes, I feel like everybody's probably just going, oh my goodness.
And then usually I let these cool off a little more, but they're fine as they are. And these are just toasted almonds. You can use whatever flavor nut you like better, or you can leave the nuts out completely. But I like to put something healthy in here.
Okay.
And almonds are very healthy. And then
you make me giggle when you say that, but okay.
Okay, and then I'm going to move off to my second flavor ice cream, and this one's the cookies and cream.
Okay.
If you like something different, you can put something different on. Yeah,
Squish.
And just kind of squish it, and it doesn't have to be beautiful because we're covering it all up anyway.
Now, while we're kind of building this a little bit, at Simply Impressive Cooking School, you offer a lot of different classes, and one of the things that we've talked about in the past is that you're very seasonal. So, you know, if it's, you know, canning season, you might, you know, get us, you know, canning some great vegetables, some tomatoes, making jams. So what are we looking forward to here in the next couple of months in terms of your classes?
Well, coming up right now, we've got our beginner series, which has been so incredibly popular. It's we've had people that are just learning to cook and people that are 70 that just want to improve what they've already done their whole life. And then coming up, we've got a lot of fall things like an Oktoberfest class, and we've started working on our holiday stuff. So the turtles, which you've had before, I got.
You were going to have another class?
I took it off, and people threatened me if I didn't put it back. Oh, you need to put a little more on. You want this baby high? Yeah.
Okay. What's this little number up here?
Oh well, you can put Cool Whip on here if you want, but no, we're gilding the lily. So I made some whipped cream, and it's got sugar and chocolate and coffee liqueur, and that's what we're gonna.
Look at this. I just want to show you how this thing.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look at how light and fluffy that is. Oh.
And that literally took a couple minutes. If I didn't give you the recipe for that for your website, I'll send it in so you guys have it.
This is kind of the flavors that you're going to taste in that. So
you can make this as high or as small as you want.
Okay.
I like to make it real high, but for sake of time, we'll just do it real short.
Let's throw this on top here.
Yep.
And then we're going to go ahead and kind of wrap things up and touch on some cool gadgets coming up in the next segment. Sorry, I just took too much time because this is so dang good. I can't even help myself. All right, Andy, take it away. I'm going to continue building.
Okay, build me a pie.
I will do.
All right, sibling rivalry, family squabbles,